Please note my ongoing attempts to find an angle in this flat that actually works for my face. Today we've gone for the bedroom window, so I'm probably lit up like a ghost. Anyway, favourites! So maybe this is a seasonal favourite and this is an autumnal favourite. This is a really uncomfortable position. I need to sit on something. Ugh. Oh, that's so much better. Thank God for duvets. Okay, so first favourite is the Ottery St Mary tar barrels, which is a thing that the people in Ottery St Mary do every day? No, every year on 5th of November. It's kind of like instead of bonfire night. So yeah, Ottery St Mary have this tradition where they set wooden barrels on fire with tar and then they lift them onto their shoulders and run around with them. That's the tradition. So we went to see that because we're pretty close and it seemed like a really good idea, and it was. Oh my god, it was so worth the really long queue of traffic to get in there because it was amazing. They had the biggest bonfire I have ever seen in my life. Footage now. Oh my god. Huge. Holy crap. Massive. Like bigger than this flat. Massive. And the barrels were amazing. There were no safety measures in place at all to like prevent you being face to face with a burning barrel. It was incredible. Like in this age of health and safety, they had loads of people on standby and you know, they obviously work really hard to make sure that it is relatively safe. But I love the fact that there were like no safety cordons in place. It was literally guys with barrels on their backs and girls with barrels on their backs, people with barrels on their backs running through the crowd, and you just had to get out of the way or get burned. It was great!
Yes. You need a bit more now, mate. Oh, Jesus
Second favourite, this lovely new flat, which I've given you a tour of, so I won't go too far into that, but it's nice living, like, just with Aiden. It's pleasant. Third favourite, Terry Pratchett. I went through a little phase of reading loads of Terry Pratchett books, mostly the witch ones, because I wanted to get in a spooky Halloweeny mood, and there were a bunch of the witch ones that I realised I hadn't actually read. I own almost all the Terry Pratchett books, because I inherited them from my granny, but I haven't actually read that many. So I hadn't read Lords and Ladies or Masquerade or Witches Abroad or any of those, and they were great, and my respect for Tiffany Aching has shot up because in Lords and Ladies Granny Weatherworks has to defeat the Queen of the Fairies and it is almost impossible, and Tiffany Aching does it with the wee freemen and a frying pan. I love her. She's my favourite witch. Nanny Yog is also my favourite witch. She's fantastic. The hedgehog can never be buggered at all. Ooh, okay, third favourite. Fourth favourite even. I can count. New boots! Ah! They're so, so beautiful. They're the most expensive item of clothing I think I've ever bought, but it was worth it. Because they are super comfy and they're going to last me a really long time, and they have nice thick chunky ass heels so I can walk in them for long periods of time. I can walk up hills in them. They're really, really warm too. But yeah, they're just great and they're super colourful. So they were £65. Which, oh my god, was a lot of money, but they weren't exactly an impulse buy. I've been looking for boots for ages, but I went into this shop completely at random because it sold shoes, and I saw those boots and was like, these were made for me. And they were. They're perfect. I love them. Next favourite, I've given up on counting. I can't keep track. This jumper that I got in London when I last went to visit Felix. We went to, oh, I forget the name of the market. Brick Lane? Spitalfields? One of those two. And I got this jumper, and it's beautiful, and it's super comfy, and it's just like that side of ugly, and I love it. The inside is so soft, and it's just got the most beautiful colours, and it's covered in like pictures of writing implements, which I am all about. So yeah, fucking love it. Next is also an item of clothing. Whoop. My family, minus my dad, go to Cribbs Causeway every year for like, it used to be our back to school shopping trip, and in a way it kind of is because Midget still goes to school, But we all kind of go because it's a tradition. The one year that Jess missed it, she was really, really upset. Mum didn't think that she'd mind that much, but she really, really did. But I got this like drapey cardigan thing, which you wrap around yourself. And I usually use a brooch to pin it in place at the side, but oh my gosh, it is so nice. It's great. I love it. It's a really pretty colour as well. It's like a really deep purple. Next up. Oh yeah, I have a new job. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. But I have an extension at my job, which is even better. It was going to finish yesterday. It was going to finish on this Friday. But now it's been extended, so I'm going to finish mid-December-ish, which is really good because that means I'm going to like finish that job and then I can just chill for the Christmas holiday. I get a Christmas holiday, kind of. Next favourite is this. Have you ever seen such a beautiful copy of Les Mis? It's stunning. The pages are lined with gold. They're casting a reflection on the wall. There's a map of Paris on the back. It is so beautiful. I can't even describe it. I'm going to start rereading it today, and I'm going to be reading this copy because it's so beautiful. Look at the end papers as well. Hang on. The end papers are liberty leading the people. How amazing. And it's got one of those ribbon things that you use as a marker. Oh my god. It's the Hapgood translation, which is one of my favourites. Oh my god. This book. I saw it on someone had bought it on Tumblr and put pictures up, and I immediately went and bought a copy myself because how could I not? So this brings my total of copies of Les Mis up to 6. You can never have too many copies of a favourite book, okay? It's a fact. And technically it's only 5 if we're not counting the Kindle copy that I have. So really, I mean, everything's fine and I don't have a problem at all. I don't know why you would say that. Next favourite, Hamilton. If you live on the internet as I do, you must have heard about Hamilton by now, but holy shit, if you haven't listened to it yet, you need to. You really need to. It's incredible. I knew nothing about the Founding Fathers before this, and I know a lot more now, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. It's so good. I haven't been so obsessed with a musical since Les Mis, and I have never been able to listen to a musical all the way through with such enjoyment since Heathers. Yeah, Heathers doesn't even stand up to this, I'm sorry. Hamilton wins all the prizes. It's just, oh my god, it's a holy experience listening to it. I cried. There are 2 or 3 songs in the second act that I have to routinely skip. So everything else I've played like, over 20 times, and then those 2 I've played maybe 2 or 3 times, because if I don't skip them, I will cry. And seeing as I usually listen to this at work, that would be a terrible idea. But yeah, so cannot recommend enough. You should all go listen to Hamilton. It's outstanding. If you're going to listen to any songs, I would recommend Helpless and Satisfied. They were the 2 that got me into this in the first place. Also, Wait For It is really good. The Room Where It Happens. Aaron Burr is my favourite character. Also, Washington on Your Side. The speed of the rapping in that. And Guns and Ships, because Lafayette is our favourite fighting Frenchman. Anyway, moving right along, next favourite, Halloween sugar cookies, which I'm going to put a photo of right here. I made some, and they were like, I cut them out by hand because I had no cutters, and I couldn't be asked to buy any. They wouldn't have come in time anyway, and I couldn't be bothered to go into town. But the point is, I made Halloween sugar cookies, and they were great. I was really proud of them. They looked adorable and they tasted fantastic. Can't wait to make Christmas cookies because I actually have cutters for those, so the process will be a lot faster. The decorating is still the thing that takes the longest, but it's so worth it for how pretty they look afterwards. And my final favourite is New World Witchery, which is a podcast that I found last year, like last summer while I was on holiday. It's a pagan podcast about North American witchcraft mostly, and it took me a while to kind of get into it, but I listened to a lot of their old Halloween episodes in the 2 weeks leading up to Halloween, and they're really good. Like, if you're into that sort of thing, great. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts at work. Okay, so that's the favourites video. Oh, you should also look at what I'm dressed as today, because I look fantastic. Do 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 do. Ah, shit, that's the lampshade. You probably can't see. Like, I'll see if you can see me in the full-length mirror. That'll provide more of an image. There. Ah, that's better. See? I haven't worn a corset for ages. Probably actually over a year, but today I decided today's the day. I'm wearing the big floofy skirt. I'll wear the boots with it later. I'm looking swell. It's a good feeling. So what are your autumnal, October, September, etc. favourites? Do tell me everything.